All right. Welcome back, YouTube, and welcome to everyone on the Zoom call. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining again. It's been a minute, but I'm happy to be back. So before we start, we'll just ask for blessings. So just want you to put your hands over your heart. To the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, to all the great, great ones, holy gurus, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers. To my spiritual teacher, Master Chua Kok Sui, Lord Mahaguru Jumeling, to our higher souls, our divine selves, we humbly ask for your divine blessings, love, kindness, compassion, for divine illumination, divine oneness, abundance of prosperity, inner healing and physical healing, for the inner strength to continue the spiritual practices, for divine assistance, compassionate purifying light, divine soothing healing energies, for divine guidance, divine protection. Thank you, thank you, thank you. With gratitude, respect, and love, and in full faith, so be it, and so it is. Okay, so let's talk about inner peace today. I think that would be a good topic to dive in on a little bit. For those of you on YouTube, just for context, I usually like to talk to everyone that's on the Zoom call and get an idea of what the general group is asking for. And then we'll kind of move forward from there. But I think inner peace would be a good topic to talk about. And I think the best way to start with this is really it comes back to really one of the core concepts when it comes to spirituality or even pranic healing just in general. And there's a mantra that my teacher, Master Chokok Sui, has in the modality, and it's the I am affirmation. And in that I am affirmation, I'll just kind of talk through it really quickly. Not muted. I was saying that. Anyways, one of the things that's very important to understand when it comes to this is the I am affirmation. And what that I am affirmation is it states, I'm not the body, I'm not the emotions, I'm not the thoughts, I'm not even the mind, I am the soul. I am a being of divine intelligence, divine love, divine power. I am one and connected with my higher soul. I am one and connected with the divine spark within me. I am a child of God. I'm connected with God. I'm one with God. I'm one with all. There's only oneness. I am that I am. So let's talk about what that means and why I think that is so important for us to understand, especially in the context of healing. So really, right, the first line, I'm not the body. What does that mean? So if I were to tell you, so let's kind of go through this. Let's go through like a thought exercise. So if I were to tell you, move your left arm, and you move your arm around, you're like, hey, moving my left arm. Who's moving the left arm? And you might say, well, I'm moving the left arm. I was okay. So now if I say, feel an emotion, feel happy, feel sadness, who's feeling those emotions? And I'd say, well, I'm feeling those emotions. Okay, well, now think of a cat, think of an apple, think of a tree. Who's thinking of these things? Who's thinking of the apple, the tree? Okay, I'm thinking of those things. I'm thinking of the apple, the tree. Who's the I in all of these scenarios? Is the I the body moving around? Is the I the feelings, the emotions, the happy, the sad, whatever it is? Is the I the thoughts, the thinking of the tree, the apple, whatever it is? Or is it something beyond? And my argument, and the same with my teacher's argument, is that the I is something beyond. Some teachings will say the I is the observer, Or in this case, I am the soul. I am the mover of my body, the feeler of my feelings, and the thinker of my thoughts. Very similar to like if a piano player walks up to a piano, they start banging on the keys, they're either producing beautiful music or noise. All of that noise or that sound, music, whatever's coming out of the piano is the byproduct of what's coming out of this instrument, the piano. And this instrument synonymous with our physical body. The piano player being synonymous with the soul. So the piano player is not the piano, and it's not the music created by the piano as they play the instrument. The soul is the mover of the body, the feeler of the feelings, and the thinker of the thoughts. All these emotions and thoughts are byproducts of whatever our body creates, or other bodies create and then inject into us, for example. So a lot of us walk around with different clouds of stuff in our aura. These could be different emotions, thought forms, they could be beliefs that we have, things that our parents taught us growing up, things that society kind of taught us growing up, maybe friends, other people, whatever it is. All of these things are kind of swimming around in our aura and in our body somewhere in our system. So in order to understand this at a little bit of a deeper level, let's just kind of give an example. So let's say that you're sitting at a cafe. Maybe you're drinking coffee, maybe you're working on a laptop, whatever you're doing. You're just sitting there, just chilling, or just maybe you're thinking about something. And let's say that somebody walks up, they look at you, and then they say, "Here's $1,000. They hand it to you, put it on the table, and they walk away. Most likely, you're probably going to feel something from that act, that experience. You might feel, excuse me, you might feel excitement, you might feel shock, you might feel like all these thoughts suddenly coming in your head, like, why is this person handing me money? What's going on? Cool, I have money. Yay, I have money. Whatever it is, you're probably feeling something, thinking something based off of what you just experienced. So let's break it on the timeline. Time 0, you're sitting at the cafe, maybe not feeling anything, maybe feeling whatever. Then this person walks up, hands you the money, walks away, and then you experience shock, excitement, all these thoughts in your head. Why is this person handing this to me, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, whatever it might be. So the reason I'm kind of talking through it in this way is to help you understand that you, the soul, in response to an event, created emotions and thoughts based off of something that happened, something that you experienced. So this is to kind of show you and illustrate that you are the creator of your emotions and your thoughts. So let's do a really short experiment just to show you, just to make this more real for you instead of just me telling you. So what I want you to do is just press the insides of your palms with your thumb, shake the hands out, rub them together, maybe shake them out again, and then let's do this so the camera can see what I'm doing here. With the palms facing towards each other, maybe just hold them like this. You don't have to like do what I'm doing, but just maybe like this. I'm just kind of adjusting so the camera can see. But just with the hands facing towards each other, be aware of the space. You can even look at it. Be aware of the space between the palms. And I just want you to very gently breathe in through the nose. Be aware of the space. Gently breathe out. Be aware of the space in between the palms. Gently breathe in. Gently breathe out. Gently breathe in. Make sure your armpits are kind of open too. Gently breathe out. Gently breathe in. Be aware of the space between the palms. Gently breathe out. Gently breathe in. And gently breathe out. Okay. So now with your hands, just very gently bring the hands closer together. So kind of like doing this. And then farther apart, just feeling that space. Just gently breathe, putting the hands together and bring the hands apart. And for most people, what they'll notice is as they bring the hands closer together, they might feel like a pressure, they might feel a temperature change, maybe it'll feel warmer. They might feel like a prickly sensation or staticky, electric sensation maybe sometimes. And as they bring the hands farther apart, just very gently in and out, as they bring it farther apart, they'll notice like the pressure's kind of going away, the temperature's maybe getting cooler, maybe that sensation is disappearing. Some people will even liken it to like magnets. It's like, okay, the magnet's kind of coming together, but it's not like physically together. You just feel the pressure from the magnet. It might feel like that. Okay, so now just do this. Follow me. Now hold the hands like this. And just before we start, just compare. Are the hands the same? Do they feel the same? I feel about even. Now put the left hand down, look at the right hand, and I just want you to verbally say, while looking at the right hand, verbally say anger 5 times. So look at the right hand and say anger, 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 anger. Okay? So now look at your left hand and verbally say love out loud 5 times. So looking at the left hand, love, 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 love. And now just compare. And what do you notice? What are you feeling in the hands? And for most people, what they'll notice, it'll be different for everyone, but what a lot of people will notice is they'll notice that the right hand will feel heavier. It might feel hot, might feel prickly. You might feel like, what's another word that people will use? Hot, prickly, stabby, heavy, that kind of stuff. And then the left hand be kind of the almost opposite of that. They'll feel light, airy, maybe warm and gooey even, that kind of thing. So now just follow me. Take your hands and then just say disintegrate while you do this. Say disintegrate, disintegrate, disintegrate. And now compare the hands again. Are the sensations still there? Do you notice that heaviness, heat, prickly sensation, or the light, airy feeling, or whatever it was you were feeling? Do you notice those sensations still in the hands, or is it gone? And for most people, it's probably gone at this point. So let's talk about that for a second. What is it? What did we just do together? So basically what you, the soul, did, what you did, was you used the energy that we're all swimming in, this energy that we're around, used it to create an emotion of anger in one hand, held it, felt it, kind of analyzed it, tried to figure out what you were feeling. Then in the other hand, you created an emotion of love, felt it, analyzed it. What does this feel like? What am I noticing? Whatever. And really what this is trying to show is that whenever we experience something in life, when we go through our day-to-day life, we'll all experience any number of emotions, thoughts based off of something that's happening. And most people, 99% of the population, this is an unconscious process. They will experience something, an emotion in a thought form will be created unconsciously, and then now they're reacting and they're caught up in it. So something happens, back to this example of the cafe, the person walks up, hands you $1,000, feel shock, feel excited, you feel all these, you're thinking all these thoughts suddenly, like, oh my God, whatever it is. All of these emotions and thoughts you created in response to an event that happened or an experience that happened. So understanding this helps you to remember who you really are. You're not this body. You're not any of these emotions that you're feeling. You're not any of these thoughts that you're feeling. You're not even the mind. And just to very briefly talk about what the mind is, the mind is very simply just the combination of all the sensations from the physical, emotional, and mental bodies. It's the combination of all of those things is what the mind is. So you're not even the mind. You are the soul. You are a being of pure energy and light. You're a being of divine intelligence. So you have the ability to think through certain things. You're a being of divine love to regulate your emotions and have control over the emotional body. And you're a being of divine will and power to use your will to move the body, to regulate the emotions and thoughts with your will. So for most people, and this is especially true in the context of healing, if you really understand this concept of who you really are, you begin to experience one of the first levels of spiritual awakening. And on top of that, any emotions, any thoughts that we're trying to release and let go of, by simply saying, and not with force, not aggressively, just simply saying, these are not me, I let these go. None of these thoughts, these emotions, whatever it is, none of these are me. Even just by simply saying, these are not me, they start to lose their grip on you, and it becomes easier to then release that and then let them go. All of these things are just energies. Emotions and thoughts are just energies that are created and stored in different parts of the body. So for example, the liver on the right side right here, it's like kind of the midsection. There's the liver kind of here-ish. The liver tends to create and store a lot of anger, resentment, hatred, things like that. The stomach will tend to create a lot of anxieties, fears. The kidneys will also create a lot of fears, subconscious fears, maybe paranoia, things like that. If people have a lot of negative self-talk, that will be stored in the throat. Typically, people who have a lot of negative self-talk have a lot of troubles expressing themselves because they think so negatively about themselves, it almost like constricts their ability to speak, to express. So when that stuff is there, it will kind of feel like, I can't speak, that kind of thing, or like they're kind of trying to push through something when they speak. So that is just to kind of illustrate. It's not the only spot, but that's where a lot of those, we'll say, emotions, energies will hang out in the throat. The crown, the ajna right here, the throat, the solar plexus, the front and back solar plexus is really typically where a lot of these negative emotions, negative thoughts tend to hang out, depending on what it is. Sometimes the basic, which is also the base of the spine. It's these different energy centers, or some people call them chakras. It's just the parts of the body where these things hang out. And so you don't necessarily need to know all this, but it's helpful to know this, especially like receiving from a healer, this kind of thing, or even if you are going to be a healer, it's really important to know this kind of stuff, because if we know where it is, then I, as the healer, can then kind of use energy to pull that stuff out, sweep that stuff out of the body, and then dispose of it in like salt water, some kind of trash can, basically, and disintegrating it back into its base form, which is all the neutral, universal energy that we're all swimming in. Are there any questions about that from anyone on the call? Anyone that is curious about something or wanted to know something about that, or maybe has said something that didn't quite make sense? You can either type in the chat or you can speak up, whichever feels right for you. Okay, I'm going to assume the silence means no. Okay, so understanding this, we can then, now we're gonna shift into the sound pranic healing part in a second here. Understanding this concept that you're not the body, you're not the emotions, you're not the thoughts, is really one of the core understandings when it comes to reaching inner peace. So I'll maybe dive into this a little deeper in a different video or a different session, but there's a progression that everyone goes through. So the progression is most people sit in chaos. Chaos meaning like there's a lot of emotions, a lot of thoughts, a lot of ups and downs, a lot of chaos. So it starts in chaos, and then the progression goes to calmness. So from chaos to calmness, then from calmness to silence, and then from silence to stillness. In stillness is where greater spiritual expansion tends to happen, where a lot of, it might sound out there for people who are new to this, but it's like where awareness tends to expand outside the body and understanding what is going on with things around us, basically. There's more to it than that, but I just want to try and keep this very simple right now. Most people, it's very easy to get to calmness. You can just use music, you can use breath work, play something in the background, basically getting the emotions and thoughts to calm down by creating a greater stimulus to calm yourself down. The problem with that is that it doesn't last. It's not sustainable. Like if you think of like a pond or a lake that's very still, if anyone throws a rock in it or even a pebble, suddenly there's ripples. And then maybe people are throwing more rocks, maybe a fish moves around, or maybe an animal jumps in. Now there's tons of ripples, and it already went from calmness into more chaos. However, if you go deeper from the surface into silence, and you continue to do that, then stuff might be happening in the outside world, but you were able to remain in a space of inner peace and silence and stillness. And in order for us to cultivate inner peace, stillness, that kind of thing, what it requires of us is consistent meditation. It requires us to consistently dig out and pull the stuff out of our body, our aura, to release all the stuff that's floating around inside. So we have all these emotions that are stored anywhere in the body, these thought forms that are stored anywhere in the body. All of those things are either coming to the surface or just kind of running in the background at any given time. One test for this is if you, for example, you turn off all the stimulus, quiet the room, and you just sit for a second. Most people will maybe be able to sit still for maybe a couple seconds, and then they'll start to feel like agitated in some way. They might feel like emotions kind of coming up, or they'll feel thoughts like, oh, I think I should go do some things, I think I should do some stuff, whatever it is. And this is just to kind of show you, there's like, when you turn off all the stimulus, suddenly you're aware of what's there. It's not that these things are suddenly being created, it's that you're more aware through that silence, you're more aware of what is present internally, what is present thought in the thoughts and in the emotions, even the physical sensations of the body. It's why when people meditate, they'll try to quiet their environment, turn off the lights, all these things, so that there's less stimulus from the physical body, so that they can turn inwards and be aware of what's inside. So by coming to things like this, watching these videos, we can use tools like sound healing, pranic healing, even meditation to actively pull these things out, disintegrate and cleanse the certain parts of the body, release those things. And then at the end of this video, I'll remind you at the end of this video, just check with yourself. Being silent, being still, what do I notice? Does it feel quiet? Does it feel still? Or is there still a lot of chaos? And I guarantee that if you consistently do meditation, you consistently do healing on yourself, you will change your inner state. And you'll eventually get to a state of inner peace. Okay. I think that's probably enough talking. Let's get into the sound energy healing. So, one of the most important things to understand about the sound energy healing, if you forget anything else that I just said, one of the most important things to understand is to relax, allow, and receive. The more that you relax, allow, and receive, the better all of the healing is going to work. It's a natural tendency of the body to want to tense up when we feel something that's negative, when we feel something that's uncomfortable, whatever it is that maybe is unpleasant in any way. It's a natural tendency to kind of want to protect yourself or tense up or whatever. So, for example, if you notice maybe your jaw is clenching, maybe your fists are clenched, maybe you're noticing certain emotions coming to the surface, or maybe you're noticing lots of thoughts are going around in your head. One hack, one tip that I like to give to everybody is silently say to yourself, I allow, and then whatever you're experiencing. So if it's a clenched jaw, I allow this clenched jaw. If it's clenched fists, I allow the clenched fists. If it's an emotion coming out, maybe it's anger, sadness, anxiety, whatever it is, I allow this anger, allow this anxiety, this fear, this sadness, whatever it is, I allow. Or if it's a bunch of thoughts, I allow the chatty mind, I allow these thoughts. I allow, I allow, I allow. And for most people, just by simply saying that to yourself, you give yourself permission to experience whatever it is that you might be experiencing in that moment. And simultaneously, again, for most people, you will then relax and let go and go, oh, it's okay to feel this right now. I have permission. I give myself permission to feel this. And I let it go. I allow and I let go. I allow and I let go. That's the key words. I allow and I let go. I allow and I let go. So, what I want you to do, get comfortable. You can either remain seated, you can lay down, whatever you want. And we will start in just a second, just to give you a second to lay down or sit down. Just get comfortable. Okay, so I just want to invite you to close your eyes. We'll do a few slow, deep breaths together. So breathing in through the nose, expanding the belly like a balloon, and holding, and letting it go through the mouth. Breathing in through the nose, expanding the belly like a balloon, and holding, letting it go through the mouth. One last one, breathing in through the nose, bringing the breath deeper and deeper, and letting it go. Allowing the breath to return to normal with the eyes still closed. I want you to imagine, sense, feel, or see this light violet light is coming down from above, coming down and flooding over your entire body like a waterfall of light violet light. This light whitish violet light is flooding and washing over your entire body. It's flooding into your entire body, your organs, your bones, your muscles, all the cells. Every part of your body is saturated in this light violet light. And just allowing, relaxing, and letting go. Be aware of a brilliant light floating just above your head. Put your complete awareness on that brilliant light. Be aware of the stillness in that brilliant light. Be aware of the gap between the thoughts. Be aware of the gap between the emotions. Be aware of the stillness at the top of your breath. And the stillness at the bottom of your breath. Be aware of that brilliant light floating above your head. And the gap between the sounds. The stillness in that space between the sounds. Be still. Be aware. And let go. Let go. Let go. Be still. Be aware. And let go. back to the body. Gently coming back, remaining still and aware with your eyes still closed. We're going to do some gentle cleansing. And just be super receptive. And just silently or quietly and verbally say to yourself, I'm super receptive, super conductive to all the divine blessings and divine healing energies. I am super receptive, super conductive to all the divine blessings and divine healing energies. I am super receptive, super conductive to all the divine blessings and divine healing energies on all levels, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, etherically, and physically, and financially. And just be aware of the top of your head, the crown chakra. Just be still, be aware. The divine energy is coming down, down, down. The brilliant electric violet light is coming down, down, and entering into your crown chakra. Your crown chakra is cleansed, deeply and thoroughly cleansed of all negative energies. It is energized and healed. All negative energies are properly disposed of in the nearest salt water or violet flame. So be it. The divine energy is going down, down, flooding into your Ajna chakra, the place between the eyebrows. Your Ajna chakra is cleansed, energized, and it is healed deeply and thoroughly. So be it. All negative energy is properly disposed of in the nearest saltwater violet fire. So be it now. So be it. Your forehead chakra, backhead chakras are all deeply and thoroughly cleansed. The divine energy is going down, down, flooding into your throat chakra, this brilliant electric violet light, super bright white light with a little bit of violet, almost like lightning. This brilliant electric violet light is entering into your throat chakra. All negative self-talk, negative energies in the throat chakra, all blockages, hindering thoughts, emotions, or any type of negative energy that prevents you from speaking your mind, from expressing yourselves. All these negative energies are disintegrated, extracted, expelled, properly disposed of near saltwater violet fire now. So be it. Your throat chakra is deeply and thoroughly cleansed, energized, and it is healed. The divine energy is going down, cleansing your entire spine. All negative energy is properly disposed of now. So be it. The divine energy, the brilliant electric violet light, is entering in through your back heart chakra, flooding into the front heart from the back heart. Your back and front heart chakras are deeply and thoroughly cleansed. All negative energies extracted, expelled, properly disposed of now. Your back heart chakra is cleansed, energized, and it is healed. So be it. The brilliant divine light is going down to your front solar plexus chakra, the place between the ribs. All negative energies of anxiety, fear, stress, anger, resentment, any form of anger, hatred, ruthlessness, vengeance, vindictiveness, anxieties, fears, traumas, shame, humiliation, all these negative energies in the front solar plexus chakra are disintegrated, disintegrated, extracted, expelled, properly disposed of. Now, so be it. In the nearest saltwater violet fire, so be it. Now, so be it. Cut. The divine energy is also flooding into your back solar plexus chakra, deeply and thoroughly cleansing your back solar plexus chakra. All subconscious negative emotions, thought forms, shame, humiliation, traumas, anger, resentment, fears, anxieties are all now disintegrated, extracted, expelled, properly disposed of. Now, so be it in this near saltwater violet fire. Your front back solar plexus is deeply and thoroughly cleansed. It is energized, and they are healed. The brilliant energy, the brilliant divine light is going down and cleansing your navel chakra. Your navel chakra is cleansed, energized, and it is healed. The divine energy is going down, 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 entering into your sex chakra, the place between where the pubic bone is located. Your sex chakra is deeply and thoroughly cleansed of all negative energies. Your reproductive organs are deeply and thoroughly cleansed. Your sex chakra is cleansed, energized, and it is healed. Your perineum is being cleansed deeply and thoroughly. The divine energy is going down to your basic chakra. The brilliant white light, the luminous white light, is cleansing your basic chakra. All negative emotions, poverty consciousness, any negative attitudes towards money, financial, whatever it is, are all now disintegrated, extracted, expelled, properly disposed of from your basic chakra now. So be it. So be it. Your basic chakra is cleansed, energized, and healed. So be it. And just be super receptive. Another wave of energy is coming. Divine energy is coming down into your crown chakra, flooding into your entire body, going exactly where it needs to go, cleansing the crown, the ajna, the back head, forehead, the throat, jaw chakra, secondary throat chakras, front back heart chakras, the front back solar plexus chakra, front back spleen, liver chakras, navel, secondary navel, your entire spine, the ming-main, basic, sex chakra, perineum, going down the hips, legs, feet, and coming out the bottom of the feet, deep in the earth. All negative energies are expelled properly with the help and blessings of God and all the higher beings. All the negative energies are expelled properly. Now, so be it. Your shoulders, arms, forearms, hands, and fingers are also cleansed. Cut. Okay. Just slowly and gently coming back to the body, bringing awareness to the body. I want you to wiggle your hands and fingers, feet and toes, slowly coming back and opening the eyes and returning back to a seated position. Hope you're all feeling better. Let's do a little bit of movement, just so I don't leave you with congestion. So what I want you to do is stand up. Okay, just standing up. And just follow along with me. Just massage your face. Getting the camera still to massage your face. Tap the top of the head going back. Top of the head going back. Tapping down to the chest, the stomach area. Tapping the right side liver, left side spleen. Just tap, tap, tap. Tapping the whole abdomen area. Just tap, tap, tap. Tapping one of the shoulders, going down on the outside of the arm, all the way down. Coming back up on the inside. Tapping the armpit. Tapping the other shoulder, going down on the outside. Just tap, tap, tap. Coming back up on the inside. Tapping the armpit. Tap the mid-back, where the kidneys are located. Tapping the low back. Coming down to the hips. Coming around the hips. Going down one of the legs. Just tap, tap, tap all the way to the foot. Coming back up the leg. Going down the other leg. Just tap, tap, tap. Coming back up the leg. And just shake the body out. Just shake, shake, shake. Okay. And we'll do one last thing to ground before you sit down. So just have your hands facing towards the ground, kind of like this. And imagine from the base of your spine, bottom of your feet, and your hands, imagine light going about 10 feet down into the earth. And either silently or mentally follow along or repeat after me, or follow along. May Mother Earth be blessed with divine light, divine love, and divine power. May Mother Earth be healed, regenerated, rejuvenated, and revitalized. Blessings be to Mother Earth. May Mother Earth be blessed with good air, good water, good earth, and good people. Blessings be to our beloved Mother Earth. Okay, you can sit back down. Okay. Thanks you all for joining. Just want to do really, really quick announcements, and then we'll let you go. I'll stay on the call for anyone who wants to talk afterwards on the Zoom call. I'll stay on for a little bit. But really quick announcements. A couple events coming up. For those of you in the Minneapolis, Minnesota area, I have a event called Cacao and Connection today, actually, June 28th, 1:45 to 4:30, South Minneapolis. For those of you on YouTube, the links will be down below. I do these every second Saturdays. I had a little bit of a weird June, so I had to kind of switch things around. That's why it's in a later part of the month. But in general, second Saturdays of the month, 1:45 to 4:30. And then I also have a cacao, sound, and pranic healing ceremony, which is where we go a little bit deeper than what we did in these videos. Get a little deeper cleansing, a little deeper healing, a little more support, that kind of stuff. Bigger group ceremonies, all in person in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Those will be every first and third Fridays of the month from 6 to 8 p.m. And if you want to go even deeper in your healings, you want to get more personalized healings, I offer one-on-one pranic healing, sound and pranic healing, where we really dive in on specifically what is going on with you and help you to release all of these things that might be causing you to experience whatever might be negative. So please reach out, DM me, check in with me if you want, if that resonates with you in any way. Okay, those are out of the way. let's do a quick Thanksgiving prayer, and then I'll stick on the call for anyone else. So just put your hands over your heart. To the divine supreme God, divine Father, divine Mother, to all the great, great ones, holy gurus, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers, to my spiritual teacher, Master Chol Koksui Led Mahaguru Jume Ling, to our higher souls and divine selves, all the healing angels, all the helpers, we thank you all for your priceless blessings. Thank you, thank you, thank you. With thanks and in full faith, with gratitude, respect, and love, so be it, and so it is. Thank you. Good. Okay. Let's see you in the next one, YouTube. Bye-bye.